LPRs, or the Flock system, is a system we use much like we do fingerprints and DNA. It's another piece of equipment that we can use, technology we can use to further our investigation. It by itself does not capture any crimes in progress. It just gives us a place to start looking for the possible vehicle connected to a crime. They've been in place since 1970s and stood the test of time through the court system, the Constitution, and are still legal systems. They are not against the Constitution. They do not violate rights. This is just another tool to say, okay, this vehicle passed this location at this time, and then we point those other resources towards that area to try to locate the vehicle. It does not track them to a specific place. It just shows where they have passed the camera at, and then we have to start working to try to find where that vehicle was going. We've utilized Flock in a couple of different ways, mainly to try to find out something that's happened and this vehicle's involved in it. Once we figure out or find probable cause to believe this vehicle is involved in a crime, then we try to locate the vehicle, and this just uses a place to start. It's strictly images of vehicles and vehicle tags with no driver information, no personal information.
When something other than a vehicle might pass Flock, the system is designed to not store information other than vehicle data.
No, they're focused on the lane of traffic that they're designed for. So if we have a vehicle leaving the city limits of Bartlesville, it's focused on the 2 lanes leaving town rather than the 4 lanes coming in and going, depending on how they're set up.
Certain members have access for the Flock safety system, and they would be given, whether they're looking for a make, model, anything, a color of the vehicle, and they would put that in there, and a certain time frame for Flock. Staff can see the map of our cameras. They can also see how to search in the Flock, whether it be the vehicle description, the color. Certain members also have access to the auditing information on the Flock system.
License plate image passes one of the Flock cameras. It will send an alert to 911 dispatch.
Then dispatchers, once they receive an alert, they'll go ahead and dispatch a patrol officer at that time and verify that the information given by Flock is still valid.
But they will also run through the national system to see if that vehicle is still stolen or still wanted by law enforcement. And once they confirm that, they'll let the officer know that, but then the officer has to have probable cause to stop that vehicle and confirm the information on that vehicle before anything else is done. We've had the cameras since September of last year, 2024, and we've investigated such crimes as rape, the theft of vehicles, theft of property by a certain vehicle that we were given the description of, also in kidnappings, 2 kidnappings.
The Bartlesville Police Department has several success stories with Flock, but one I'd really like to mention is we had a mother put a child in the back seat of a car, and shortly after, the child was abducted from the vehicle that she was putting him in. Then, within a few hours later, with the help of Flock system, we were able to locate the vehicle that the child had been taking in, and the child was safely returned to the mother. The child's life was definitely saved with the help of the Flock system.
Our side of the camera is to try to be proactive and put the tools in place that we need to recover children or vehicles or whatever that may look like, homicide suspects. And since that time, we've had two kidnappings in Bartlesville, and the camera system itself across the country has allowed us to locate those and return those children to their parents. One was located as close as Claremore to us, and one was located at the border of Mexico and the United States in Laredo, Texas, at the bus depot to bus that child into Mexico.
We have several things in line for protection. If it is misused, people will be held accountable. And like I said, it goes back to transparency. That's what we do here at the Bartlesville Police Department. If somebody was to cross the line, they will be held accountable.
We have an open door policy to any citizen that wants to come and talk to us about the Flock system. We encourage them to come down and talk to us about the system, and we'll show them the system so they can understand it better.